My name is Kansiime, and as usual, your Queen Ninja, and you're welcome to My Glass of Happiness, episode 7. Okay, for real, I am really getting disorganized with this My Glass of Happiness thing. I find myself having so many things to tell you people, and one episode a week is beginning to be even not enough, because every time I do something, I tell you I'm going to tell you more about it, and I skip to the next thing, and now there are so many projects I've started that I need to catch up on and catch you people on. So yeah, now I'm ending up doing episode almost every day. You know, I get to record stuff that I think you'd want to watch. And thank you so much for sparing some time every chance you can get. Thank you for joining me. And today I'm just having some coffee. Yeah, it was not an easy evening. Yeah, and I'm doing some foundation work. I'm going deep in some village. I can't tell you now. I'll tell you later. And something came to mind. It's been bugging me, and I thought I should talk about it. And I'm having a problem. Why don't I just come out and say it? There's this. Okay, for some of you who probably don't know how these organizations work, it can either come from your heart and you choose to be the sole financer of the foundation if you have the calling and the capability and the money, and you can, or you make one with the little that you have and then encourage and welcome donors and people to make the work you're doing easier. Okay, all that is okay. And actually when I started the Kansiime Foundation, I thought of 10 children per year. Right now I think it's making 2 years. I think it's making 3 years, and we are 34 children. Meaning I even went overboard and ended up picking more, because now I have to add 10 this year. So I ended up getting overexcited. So right now someone is right to say I'm potentially overwhelmed. However, I am not. Somehow I think when you give according to how God gives you, then you leave the rest to Him, and somehow He always figures out how to provide on time. So my children always go to school on time, school fees paid, and yes. But my problem right now is, you get someone, you've been looking after children and paying over 20 million shillings of school fees per term. 20 million might not be a lot of money to you donors who give money, but it's a lot of money for someone here. 20 million is how much? 20 million. Let me see. 10k is like 35 million. 20 million is like, okay, 8k. $8,000. Yeah, like $8,000. 8,000 really? Yes, 8,000. Like 8k, okay. 8,000 US dollars. So it might not be so much to you as a donor when you're giving, but it's a lot. So see how someone contributes 200,000 Ugandan shillings. 200,000 Ugandan shillings, that is like $80. And they contribute and say, oh Anne, we saw you do wonderful things. For instance, like the Brian child we just did in a previous episode. Hey Anne, we saw you doing amazing things, and we really would like to contribute and maybe ease your burden as far as this child is concerned. Because usually when you go to my website www.kansiime.ug, there's information about the children, where they are, phone number if you want to talk to us, if you want to talk to me. Anyway, so see how someone gives me 200,000 to contribute to a child, but the things they ask you to look for or give them the information, they even almost want the blood group of the child whose school fees they are paying. My God, even in me, the founder, the one who is paying those school fees and the grab and looking after them when they are not well, me, the founder, I don't know the information that you who has contributed a dot to the foundation is asking for. So while it's really beautiful that someone out of the kindness of their heart wants to contribute, really I think even the Bible says that when you give with this hand shouldn't know about it. And I've come to learn. I also used to give people and peep to see whether they are wearing the gift I gave them, you know, like your friend gives you a handbag and if a week passes and she has not sampled it, and you gave it to her like on Monday, and over the weekend she does not sample it, you think she does not appreciate it. So I used to be like that. But I think when you give, trust the conviction that you have, trust the conviction your heart has given you to give, to know that you'll receive 50 folds, 1,000 folds over. But poking your nose into an already existing situation or business because you have financially become a part of it, Jesus, just know, I am struggling to explain myself to some of my ninjas that really want help. Otherwise, I'm not telling you don't help. Who am I to turn away help? Please do. No one in this world does not need help. But I know I always come through. And of course, knowing you're my ninjas, the day I fail, I'll come here and be like, so ninjas, look, this and this happened. If you can help, please do. I encourage you, please do donate. But I also warn you, if your donations come with strings that choke my neck, I have a feeling I'll cut them, and I'll lose a ninja and a donor at the same time. So also, one other thing I wanted to run by you ninjas, since you're the people I tell most of these things about, the Kansiime Foundation, Kansiime Backpackers. Oh, by the way, in case you missed it in the previous episode, the Kansiime Backpackers, the profits that come from the Kansiime Backpackers are the ones we use to run the Kansiime Foundation, and we have not failed, we have not lacked yet. And of course, we have some of you ninjas who contribute and make life easy for me, and I don't take it for granted. Yeah, so anyway, something else I wanted to pass by you. So something happened in one of the schools that has some of the children from the Kansiime Foundation. Actually, I have 10 kids. Usually I took 10 kids, 10 children in that school. I can't tell you the school now. Was suspended. Not just my children, but the whole school was suspended because I think some people striked. Yeah. You know, and they chased the whole school. It's common in high schools because adolescents usually have hormones they don't know how to deal with, and those things are really very common. And they suspended them, but when they were going back to school, they put a fine of about 70,000, which is 70,000, which is not even half the school fees or even quarter the school fees. But still, I had parents call me. I didn't even know about the suspension, and I had parents call me when it was time to take the kids back to school over 2 weeks after to pay for that fine. Oh, I almost lost it on some people that I should give so much respect, because it's okay when I think you need to show a certain, just a little level of appreciation when someone decides to lend a helping hand. And level of appreciation means be considerate. It is your child, you know. They've not adopted the child. No, it's your child. They're just relieving you, you know, of something, of the little you can do or show. Banang, the fence is in our mouth. The little we can do or show to show that you are grateful. Yeah, just grateful. Really, just do it. Do it. On a show, you want even someone who is paying the school fees to be the one to revise with the children, to be the one to make sure the kid goes to school with something to eat. Some of our children are even wait. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
What are you doing? I don't see any mangoes. Where are you climbing? Just say hello.
Hello.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, children. These are angels. Me, I'm picking blessings. Anyway, that's what I wanted to ask. And if it's really wrong, sorry if I've offended you as a parent, but I've not pointed you out. I'm just saying this actually for all those people that help, or for all those people that are being helped. Yeah? So I know this episode, once again, see, I was drinking just that. I was taking some coffee, yeah. I was taking some coffee. And thank you so much for giving me time and being on online with me for this long. It's been me, Kansiime, and just talking to you, sharing my thoughts with you on My Glass of Happiness, episode 7. Thank you for loving me, my ninjas. I love you too. Mwah.